Hello everyone, Megatronic here, and today we're going to be taking a quick look at HYDRODIVE Bumblebee. Now, as I said in my last review, I do apologize for not having any stop motion content out as of late. It's been very hot here. My foot has been hurting. It feels like someone took a hammer to it, and that's been taking a lot out of me work-wise, and I've kind of mentally just been preparing myself for trying to relax before work. Now, on to the figure himself. I get him off of Buy-E for, I paid about 65 bucks, and then plus shipping was 20. So in total, I only paid, it's a decent price. 85 bucks for this is decent. I've seen one on eBay go for 150 or whatever that I tried offering them. 104, and, so I got this about 15 bucks cheaper, so yay. Anyways, this concept, and I'm not hating on the figure, is a weird concept. As you know, in animated, none of the Autobots use weapons, and here he is with giant dual blasters. Like, they almost look like rail guns from, like, Halo or something. Odd. Especially for Bumblebee to be building them. Now, he's going through the ocean, obviously, That's his target. Those are his threats right there. And he is ready. He is ready. Sorry. I know they're obviously just trying to add out the Voyager class price point. And this is a pretty early example of making the deluxe a Voyager. Just adding extra shit to it, So, hey, this ain't new. But once you take off the armor, there we go. We're going to go over the armor real quick. It's like this blue. It's almost like sea spray-esque with the coloring. It does look pretty cool, and I will show it off for vehicle mode again, but we're just going to take it off here for robot mode. These guns are on a swivel. These guns are on a swivel. This can move, obviously, for transformation. And, you have all these thruster bits that can rotate and whatnot, and then these little boosters that he has in the show can actually come off, which is a cool touch. And we're going to take them off real quick. They just tab in on these like little square tabs with the little notches. So yeah. Now the main figure itself is actually really good. I do have issues with it, but it's nothing against the quality of the figure. It's how the figure was presented. As you know, Takara loved to do things in like gold, and with every Bumblebee, and for example, I have the Elite Guard one. There's gold on them. In this case, it looks great because it's the Elite Guard one. But as a regular Bumblebee, I wish they went with yellow. I like the gold, it looks cool, but I wish they went with yellow. And the big underside to this is that he has this weird, like, honey mustard colored plastic all throughout, which is kind of a letdown. I wish it was more like just a different color. I'm hoping this isn't GPS. Obviously, I don't think there's been any reports of it, but you never know with these older figures. And then two other complaints is that the shoulders are kind of weird. I don't like how they are. They're real close to the body. Then I wish he had normal hands or like some stingers. But oh well. I do think that this is probably the best animated Bumblebee out of the animated Bumblebee molds. And I'll bring in examples. For the boosters, there's these two square notches right here, and they'll just peg in like so. And while we're on the back, I love how there's no backpack. So it's very animated accurate to that. How there's no backpack on him whatsoever. And most of the stuff just goes down to his feet, so I also thought it was cool too. A little bit of paint chipping. Uh-oh. But yeah. Very nice. So paint chipping there. I guess there's just silver underneath. Huh. Weird. He has a ball joint at the head. His neck is kind of still a little far back. He can look up all the way, which is nice. The head can barely tilt. Full 360. Shoulders, you can go that much out. Get the full 360, kinda. No, you cannot. You can't get the full 360 because it stops right there. You get an elbow swivel. And then you get about a little under 90 at the hand, or elbow. Nothing at the hands. Waist, you do get a waist swivel. Legs are There we go. Legs, you can get a big boot, but you have to work around the crotch there. Right under the full splits. You can go back that far, get a thigh swivel, a little over 90 at the knee, and a little bit of ankle tilt. So yeah, pretty decent articulation on this Bumblebee. Now for some animated Bumblebee comparisons. Activator's Bumblebee that came with the Shockwave. And here he is with Takara animated Bumblebee, so you can get a sense of the two other molds that came out for Bumblebee that can transform. So, there you go. And here he is with Transformers Legacy United Animated Universe Bumblebee, just so you can get a sense of scale, and yeah, that's how that looks. Light piping, if I can bring this in. Even with my ring light a bit away, that glows, so yeah, pretty decent. Now, I normally leave out the transformation, but this guy is very simple. So, take off the boost thrusters here. That one too. What I do first is I like to open up the chest, put his head away in his little hidey hole. Move the head back down all the way, just so you can get some clearance. Close that back with the chest section. The arms collapse in a bit, if I can. There we go. And there's that. For the feet, you want the feet. They go underneath, like so, like that. And then these swivel at the thigh, so I'll show that again. These go like that. I can get it to do it completely. You want to do it all the way to where it goes over his little ankle. And then you spin that around. You want to move these sections up, make it look like a windshield, tab that all in together. You want to make sure the arms are all lined up in sorts. And then you just squeeze everything into its proper orientation. And voila, here you have Bumblebee. The shield kind of looks like a honeycomb. So I just thought that looked really cool. Now the downside of this figure is that, like on the deluxe figure, you could peg these onto there, where you kind of, oh, you can't even peg these on. So you can't peg these on anywhere in robot mode, unfortunately. But the gimmick with this guy. Boom. We're gonna tab these guys back on, like so. And you can transform Bumblebee with this all on. I just chose not to do it. What you want to do is flip this around. You can move this panel down. You can flip it, and the tabs that we used in robot mode are on the bottom of the car, and you just shove Bumblebee in somehow. I think you just gotta roll them in that way. Yep. Attach the tabs like so. Bring Bumblebee all the way forward. Bring Bumblebee all the way forward. And then you can fly him around like so. So yeah, that's a thing you can do. And once again, he can go terrorize the Sharkticons. So yeah, pretty odd. And then just that's how he looks in his vehicle mode. So yeah, so I gotta say, this figure is, for me, it was a must-have, because as a kid, I've always wanted this thing. If you don't know, I was a huge fan of Mitch Santona's reviews back in the day. He was the main guy who, like, really had all the animated reviews and such that I ever really paid attention to. If there's any other reviewers that did that, I just didn't watch them. I do apologize, but yeah. So yeah, if you love animated Bumblebee, this is a must-have, really. It's really fun, and I really do like the gimmick, and the thrusters on the back really do look cool. Now, that being said, he is a bit pricey, though, so I would highly recommend getting Buy-E for anything Transformers animated-wise, as animated is a bit cheaper over in Japan. i.e. obviously the shipping is a bit much, so just be wary of that. Other than that, this guy's a really fun figure, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.